how to make the absolute best birthday cards ever. Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Shayda Campbell, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my simple formula for the most foolproof, cutest little birthday card. So you need a blank greeting card, preferably watercolor paper, and a little envelope or no envelope. If you don't have a card, just fold some watercolor paper, grab a pencil, grab a black brush pen. So this is a Faber-Castell labeled B for brush, and here's what we're going to do today. Our birthday card formula is simple. It's all about placing one single icon, one little illustration in the middle of the card. And here are my rules. You keep it small. So these cards are 3x5. Don't go any larger than 4x6. And you incorporate tons of negative space. So all that white space around these illustrations, it's doing some of the work for me to help create a really cute and sophisticated look. So think of something your friend or family member loves, a pet, a flower, a drink. That's what you're going to put on the card. Or you can follow along with me as I create this gumball machine card for my almost 5-year-old. To illustrate the gumball machine, you start with a circle, drop down, and do 2 lines coming out on an angle. You're going to put a little cap on the top of the gumball machine. The circle area is almost comically large. I want that area where the gum is to be really prominent. You've got a little semicircle there where the gum comes out. And remember, this is all very perfectly imperfect. Put a rectangle, that's where the coin goes in. That's a little bit small, but who cares? And then we are gonna sort of extend this area out so it's like a little tiny bit more 3-dimensional. Put a whole bunch of overlapping circles in there to represent the gum. And then we are ready to go over this with our black brush pen. So the nice thing is you work it out in pencil first. Do your messy sketch. Only when you're happy with it do you need to come in with that brush pen. And then the key to your beautiful illustration is to incorporate both thick and thin lines. So I'm doing a lot of thin, delicate lines. Some of them don't even connect. And then I am thickening them up on areas like the bottom of the glass, the bottom of the machine. I want some of the lines to be a lot heavier, thicker. That just gives this a really nice illustrative look. And all those lines on the gumballs we will keep very thin and almost wispy, except maybe right down at the bottom. With your contour drawing done, erase all the pencil lines, get rid of all that mess, and it's time to add a little splash of watercolor. Now my cherry red is a mix of magenta and burnt umber. If you have the Shayda Campbell set, that's what I'm using here. It's linked in the description, linked in my Amazon shop. It's Rose Madder Hue, that's the name of the magenta and burnt umber. And we are going to fill in. And not only do we love a lot of negative space around our subject, around the gumball machine, but we like to leave some negative space, some highlights everywhere we paint, basically. Just think of coloring in kind of poorly, leaving lots of white page. Speaking of highlights, I should have left a highlight or created a highlight on the glass because glass will always reflect some light. So what I'm doing is sketching in a sort of rounded rectangle, and then I need to place a gumball or something behind it so that you can see that there is in fact a highlight there. So I went over that with fine liner. I came back in with a slightly more opaque cherry red, so just a heavier mix of paint with a little less water. Did some darker red color, and then I'm going to start coloring in or painting in my gumballs. So we'll do a whole rainbow of colors. This card is for an almost 5-year-old after all. Sullivan's birthday is in May, and he is going to be 5 years old, and I'm getting him a vintage gumball machine that I picked up at like a junk shop. I think these kind of gumball machines are just the type of whimsical object that are so magical to receive and to own in childhood. I know I had one when I was a kid and it was like one of my prized possessions. So let's make sure this card has lots of color and whimsy included as well. I'm going to just darken up my pink gumballs ever so slightly. I might put a few more in here. We can now really see that highlight because there is gum behind it. We're going to add just a hint of really light gray on some of the outer perimeter of the glass, kind of under the little cap thingy, and as well on the coin, the place where you would insert the coin. We'll paint that gray. Okay, once your paint has dried, if there's anywhere you want to go over the black lines, just thicken them up or maybe reinforce them. Sometimes the paint can make them look not quite as dark. You can do that. And that's it. Our gumball card is done, and that is my formula for a foolproof birthday card every time. A simple subject, well illustrated, with lots of negative space around it, and remember, always keep it small. Thanks for watching, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Want to be notified every time a new video comes out? There's a link in the video description to sign up for my newsletter.